think I got it to work. I think I got it working. Alright. Hello. I'm Leviathan. I'm fronting with my brother Beelzebub. And today we're playing a game called By Moonlight, which I think seems to be a type of visual novel game. Single player. And it looked interesting, so yeah. While you were aiming for a sprint, your legs aren't nearly as fast as you anticipated. Oh, and for a little explanation on what's going on, we were going to this place right here, and we just got out of the Uber, and it's raining, so we were trying to run to the building, but, yeah. I don't think that's working very well. Anyway, you try to not let your physical weakness get your self-confidence down. You look up. Oh yeah, because that's not fucking terrifying at all. That's a creepy-ass door. The door seems larger up close than it seemed from the SUV. No fucking shit. That's normally how it works, but that's a creepy-looking door. I don't think I want to go in that. Oh, I do. Okay. See, this is why if Beal, if you were in a horror movie, you'd probably die. You'd die first. Yeah. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, I know it is. Raise your hand to knock on the... Oh, okay. Right. That's kinda... You see some tendrils of smoke creep out from the door, but honestly you don't want to know where it's coming from. You hesitantly raise your head. Hi. What do you want? You stammer slightly. I'm the paranormal investigator you hired? Oh boy. Yeah, because this doesn't look paranormal at all. You think to yourself that he gives off an intimidating aura. What could possibly scare him into calling you? You're starting to reconsider if taking the job was a good idea. I should be reconsidering a lot of things. Can I just say that I think the little, the ghost cursor is really... I like that. It's cute. It's cute. Set it down. Don't scare them off like that. It was hard enough getting anyone to come on such short notice. You think that you heard him whimper, and a thought briefly crossed your mind that he seems like a... puppy? I'm sorry, I thought you were the mailman. What? You laugh and stretch your arm to pet his head. It's fine, don't worry about it. The woman who calmed Seba down is looking at you doubtfully. Are you really a paranormal investigator? You don't look like one. He snapped back to reality. Oh my god. Yeah, this is... Yeah, you really don't seem like one. Wait, that's me. Wait. It's supposed to be me. Of course I am. You hurriedly rummage through your backpack for your license. License? You proudly show her your ID. Oh boy. My lucky sweater. No name. There's no name. Specialty relating too much to suffering ghosts. Experience watched Ghostbusters last year. Rating ghost ice cream. What is that? I'm not quite sure what that is what I'd give myself. Super official paranormal investigator. Birthday gifts cards are ideal. Pricing $5 for a will-o-wisp. $170 for a banshee. Ghosts are $20. Oh, after all, you are the renowned. What was your name again? Default name is Aiden. I'll leave it at the default name. Oh, right. That one. Aiden, is it?
My bad.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried that we brought in the wrong person. You glanced down at your soggy clothes and tried to hide your embarrassment. What the fuck type of conversation? Not the game, sorry. Beal, what the fuck? You know what? No, just never mind. She gives you a warm and reassuring smile. Many apologies for the misunderstanding, Aiden. My name is Joan. Joan? I think that's how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Hopefully. I hope that's right. I give her a slight nod. I look forward to looking with you. She gestures for you to come inside and you follow her lead. I like the little, like the slight line art, the white lines that's, on the backgrounds. I don't know. I like that. It's a nice touch. I'm sorry, I always sort of dissect the games I play. You get used to it after a while. You can smell the faint aroma of coffee. You were about to ask Seba if you could have some, but he's cowering in a corner. He looks like he wants to ask you something and is nervously tapping his foot. Why would I... Fuck, okay. Seba, is something bothering you? His ears perk up and he looks to the side shyly. I was wondering what you are. What? What do you mean what I am? What? I'm gonna save real quick. What I am? What? There. Fuck. Human guy, girl, human. Oh, I'm sorry if I was being rude or anything. I just didn't want to call you something bad. Joan shakes her head. No, you did a good job, Seba. It's good to treat them with courtesy since they're doing us a huge favor after all. Speaking of which, she coughs awkwardly. We called you here today for a certain problem. You give her a questioning look. Well, I'd assume you'd call me for a problem. If you're calling for a paranormal investigator, I'd assume you have a problem. Which I originally thought was the dog boy in the corner, but I guess not. She sighs. Maybe it would be faster if we brought him out. What? Oh. Joan walks quickly into the other room and returns with a hulking figure at her side, following her hand for guidance. Okay. What the fuck? You feel the urge to scream, but your voice catches in your throat. You quickly turn away in disbelief. The headless being waves awkwardly up. Joan interjects. Okay, so this might be a bit of a lame case. But Hans here lost his head and we want your help in getting it back. The look on Aiden's face for this is perfect. We want your help for getting— what? You what? Excuse me? Yeah, excuse me? Joan stares at you blankly. You are a paranormal investigator, are you not? An investigator of the paranormal, not an investigator for the paranormal. But we already wired the money to your PayPal. Seba shakes his head gravely. Seeing his body walk around aimlessly, that just isn't right. This game is— you know, I actually like this. Okay. He looks toward you pleadingly. He's a good person, I swear. A bit eccentric, but it's a good cause. Oh, that's never good. Define eccentric. You're considering your options. Are you seriously going to look for the headless horseman? Money's money, I guess I'd rather work in a McDonald's. Okay. Money. Fuck. Money's money, I guess. You heave a sigh. Well, you seem like decent people, so I'll give it a shot. Fantastic. Let's seal the deal on a handshake. Okay. Her hand feels warmer. Maybe it's just because you're out in the rain. You give a slightly relieved smile. At least the rest of you are normal. Seba gives you a confused look. Who said that we're normal? Oh, God. Fuck. He gestures toward— I can't talk. He gestures towards Joan. She's a witch, obviously. Ow. The change in expression caught me off guard. He turns back toward you, and I'm a hellhound. Okay. Okay. That's so fucking mean. Sorry, back paying attention. Well, to be more accurate, a fox hellhound hybrid. Okay. But I thought this was established already. Nope. All I saw was dog boy. I didn't really process hellhound. I just processed magical dog boy. My bad. You take a step backwards. I thought you were, I don't know, cosplaying? Going to a dress-up party? No. Joan looks at you with complete disdain. What kind of person does that in their own home? You laugh nervously. Okay. It was great meeting you all. 1 monster I can handle, but 3. Ooh. That's just not happening unless Seva gives you puppy dog eyes. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'm out of here. Joan shrugs slightly. Be my guest. What? You grab the handle and it's not opening? You see, as a witch, that handshake of ours kind of made a spirit contract, so you can try all you like, but that door won't budge. Fuck. Forcing me into a contract without me knowing. Oh god, that's a look that's just, I'm done. And honestly, yeah, I can see why. Isn't that, like, I don't know, illegal? Oh, it is. In most states, not in this one, though. Oh, fuck. You know, with the economy and all. Seva nods his head thoughtfully. Yeah, with the economy. The economy has nothing to do with it, though. You take a deep breath and breathe out. So, if I find the head for this Hans guy, I'm free from the contract, right? Pretty much, yeah. His ears perk up suddenly. Oh right, I almost forgot. He barrels out of the room and returns almost immediately with a bag in hand. Joan made this for you. Oh no. He hands you a lightweight black satchel. The witch avoids eye contact bashfully. It wasn't like for you per se. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure these are my initials. She clears her throat. Let's just say that you might need to take some precautions around some of our residents here. Fuck. And that I don't want you dying prematurely? What? What? You give her a curious look. Or at all, for that matter. Okay, look, don't you have somewhere to be already? You telling me I'm going to die? What? Okay, I'm saving. That worries me. Seva gives a short laugh. Joan doesn't exactly wear her heart on her sleeve, but she really does have intentions, trust me. Okay. Joan makes an incredulous... how the fuck do I pronounce that? Incredulous look, but he continues. I don't even care if I pronounced that right. I probably didn't. I probably just butchered that. Huh? Penguin. Oh my fucking god, that's terrifying! Why the fuck does a penguin's mouth look like that? What is happening? I'm so sorry. I searched something up and now I'm terrified. Alright. Yeah. Moving on. Basically, this bag has some items that will probably come in handy when you're first getting to know people around here. If you want to know anything, just ask us, yeah? You glance down at the bag and then back at Joan. Got it. Where to start? Do I need to take any precautions around you two? Joan heaves a melodramatic sigh. I get it. It's because you think we're all monsters, huh? That's not what I meant. We're human too, you know. But you aren't sure if you're actually being offensive until she cracks a smile. Jokes aside, I came to greet you with Seba because my work area is pretty close by. She pauses, and because, well, Seba's a boy. You don't even have to turn around to know that Seba is wagging his tail excitedly. I wonder. What are you? Sorry if this is a bit rude, but what are you guys again? Well, I'm a witch, so I guess that semi-human. Okay. Why do I feel like I just got interrupted? Alright, a little bit of a fourth wall break. Good to know. No, because that gave me a- that's gonna fucking- that's my fucking sleep paralysis demon. Penguins are my new worst nightmare. They're so cute, but there's that. Nope. Ow. Oh, I want to be interrupted too. Stray fox. Joan looks like she wants to go back to sleep. Honestly, I do too. I also want to go back to sleep. How much time? By the way, how long do I have for the job? I don't know. It depends on how long you're willing to stay in a haunted mansion. He pauses. Well, ideally you'd be done by morning. After all, most of us are nocturnal here. You think to yourself that you might need to get some coffee after all. You pause for a second, realizing you forgot the most important question. Wait, where should I go now? You're trying to ask Joan, but Seba immediately jumps in front of you. Oh, I know. He lifts his nose up and closes his eyes. Ow. He looks incredibly focused. You think back to all the documentaries where dogs would follow a trail by scent alone. Without realizing, you lean forward in anticipation. He sneezes and turns back towards you apologetically. It's allergy season. Maybe you should just wander around and hope for the best. Who knows where you are at this point? Clearly you don't. You walk aimlessly in circles a couple of times without seeing any living or undead, before eventually finding a long hallway. That's never a good thing. Long hallways are never a good thing. I'm sorry. Ow. Is my voice going to work now? No, it's not. Fuck. Alright. Well, you guys are just gonna have to deal with the coughing, because my voice doesn't want to work correctly. I can't fucking talk. Okay. So... hear the sound of bone in the distance. I didn't mean to click. I accidentally clicked off of that last message. In the distance, you can see the small frame of someone bent over on the ground. Yes, because that doesn't sound concerning at all. Okay. Just because I don't trust that. The closer you approach the figure, the more you realize that rather than being someone who is made of skin and bones, oh no. The person you are looking at is in fact a skeleton. Well, at least you got the bones. You got the bones part correct. You try to hide your surprise so you don't seem rude. The skeleton sighs. Just where did Seba throw it this time? Oh. I like the character designs in this. They appear to be searching for something, but become aware of your presence nonetheless. Did Jones send you to? The skeleton shakes their head. Regardless, I could really use an extra set of eyes right now. Would you mind helping me out? You think to yourself that after you decompose, you'll become a skeleton too. Maybe you should help them out in case you run into them later. Lend a helping hand, shed some light. Lend a helping hand. My eyes might not be that good, but an extra set of hands could work too, right? The skeleton's eyes, or lack thereof, light up. That would be fantastic. You feel the bony fingers wrap around your hand in what you assume to be gratitude, but you have a bad feeling in your stomach. That's concerning. Yes. Left hand in such good condition as what I was looking for? Okay! Okay! Did he cut off my hand? What the fuck? Okay. We're gonna try this again. I'm glad I saved. I made the smart choice with that. The closer you approach the figure. Yep. 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 Man, help me out. Shed some light. You wrestle through your new bag and pull out a flashlight. You flip it on and point it in the direction of the skeleton. Guess you could call this a light bulb moment. You sweat nervously. Back home, your jokes typically fall flat. You are about to apologize for making a pun, but you hear their bones rattle with laughter. Oh, that's kind of nice. The skeleton literally cracked a smile. That would be fantastic. You pan the flashlight around your immediate surroundings until half of a bony left arm is brought into view. The skeleton's eyes, or lack therefore, light up. They quickly grab the appendage and affix it to their left elbow socket, flexing their hand a couple of times to make sure it is in good condition. Okay, so they were looking for their left hand, which is why they took mine. Alright. So, I have a feeling that in this game I'm going to learn that everyone can either be my friend or my enemy. Which I guess sounds like any normal day. But you know. The skeleton grins. Thanks for illuminating the answer to my problem. You stifle a laugh. I guess I'm a bit bright at times. The skeleton wanted to follow up with another pun, but seems to be at a loss and switches topics. It coughs. I seem to have forgotten to introduce myself. My name is Marrow. Not Sans. I get the feeling that I've just been vaguely insulted, but And you are? Aiden, paranormal investigator at your service. You do a clumsy bow and hear rattling laughter again. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. It's rare to find someone with a good humor nowadays. Mara pauses for a second before clapping their hands together with a sudden realization. Wait, paranormal investigator, you say. You must be the one helping out with Hans. You give a tired laugh. Oh boy. Alright. That's me. Just your regular, good old-fashioned headhunter. You give a slight sigh. Honestly, it would be a lot better to know that what you were getting into before signing a contract with a witch you barely know. I mean, sure, you finally get to encounter the paranormal, but this really wasn't the way you thought it was going to happen, or what you thought they were going to be like. You look back up and see that Marrow is deep in thought. You know, I may not talk to Hans that often, but he has a unique personality, but I still care about him. After all, we are the only two people in this house who struggle with losing their heads occasionally. Part of you wants to question what Marrow's definition of people is, but you stop yourself since that would probably be insensitive. Marrow's teeth start to chatter nervously. I may not be able to help much with searching since I don't want to run into Seba intact, but, well, if you have any questions, I'll be happy to help. That means a lot, thank you. Where to start? Okay. Hans' personality. What's weird about Hans' personality? What isn't weird about it? Marrow clears their throat. I mean, well, he's a Dillahan. So the only special ability he has would be doing stuff without his head. But, I'm not sure if there's any other way to explain this, to be quite frank. He talks about sealed power in his arm. What? Having a Dark Lord's eye, fighting a secret society. It all started when he started watching those, what do you call them? Those foreign kid cartoons. You stare into the distance with a deep sense of emptiness. Those are classic signs of Chuni. What? How do I feel? Chunibi? What? Am I allowed to skip this word? Please let me skip this word. I'm skipping this word. You can see it on the screen. I don't know how to pronounce that. And I don't feel like butchering another word right now. 8th grader syndrome. Anime. Hey, wait! You'd say that you aren't into it, but who are you kidding? Your hair is pink. You desperately want to switch topics. Let's move on, let's move on, let's move on. I wonder. Skeleton life? Were you always a skeleton? Were you always a human? Yes? No? Maybe so? The skeleton gives a soft, raspy chuckle before looking down. Honestly, I don't remember anything before I was at this mansion. If I was happy, if I had a family. Oh, this is getting sad. What I looked like, this is getting really sad. Am I a decomposed human? This is getting sadder. Or was I just created this way? No. Fuck. Or maybe my life was just that insignificant. Okay. Motherfucker. No, someone in Kokon said they like this one. No, stop. We're gonna split someone from this. I just the fact that someone said that, I'm guessing. I'm guessing it now. You want to offer some consolation, but the words seem caught in your throat. Marrow might physically just be a mass of bones, but you feel that they still have a heart. Ah, sorry. That got way off track. Do you have any other questions? Oh. Should I ask about glasses? This isn't necessarily relevant, but why do you wear glasses if you're a skeleton? I mean, no offense, but you don't have eyes. I can see why you might think that, but Mara points towards the top of their skull excitedly. See that crack? Yes. It's lightning shaped, right? I mean, yeah, but what does that have to do with... Well, you see, Iris lent me some biography books. And in one of them there's a phase... Oh my... I knew that was like heading this way. And in one of them there's a famous wizard who has glasses and a lightning scar. Okay. Wow, that's so cool. You don't have the heart to tell them that it's fictional. You wonder if this Iris person messes with Marrow frequently. So this is basically skeleton Harry Potter, right? Yeah, Petra has a brother. Did you guys not know that? Pretty sure I figured that out a while ago. Oh, before I forget, where did you last see Hans? Let's see. Well, yes, that's what I'm asking. I think he was heading to the library to look up sewing capes. But he's a very impulsive individual, so I might be surprised if he changed his mind somewhere along the way. You groan. Tracking down such an unpredictable person is slowly becoming more and more of a pain. I mean, yeah. Marrow notices that you are distraught and hurriedly tries to lighten the mood. I might know... I might not know where Hans is, but I certainly know where the library is. Let's see. Marrow fiddles with their fingers, popping one part off and putting it back on again while lost in thought. Yes. I believe that if you continue straight down this hallway and knock on the right door a couple of times, it should get you there all in one piece. What? One piece? What happens if I do something wrong? Do I not end up there in one piece? What the fuck? They give you a weak smile. Mystic libraries grow more fickle with time, so be sure you follow the directions properly, okay? This sounds like a threat more than directions. Okay, so I go straight down the hallway, go to the right door, and knock a couple of times. Okay. You nod and picking up your bag, set off in what you assume to be the right direction. Just as instructed, you continue down the hallway. I'm saving. It's quite a long stretch, so you observe the details around you to pass the time. Cobblestone, marble, the floor materials seem to shift with every with every step you take, but maybe it's just your imagination. Soon enough, you find a sequence of doors. Follow Mara's advice. So you figure that if anyone knows what to do to get to the library, it'd be someone who lives here. After knocking on the right door, the middle door opens. Open the right door? You feel torn, but you hope that the right door is some sort of pun for being the right door. Your logic makes no sense. Regardless, you stick to your decision and nervously tug on the door in front of you. It swings open, thankfully revealing the library. You heave a sigh of relief and walk in. What would have happened if I didn't choose that? I don't want to find out. Hello? Is anyone there? Oh, God. You're met by a silence and laugh quietly to yourself. While you may be amazed at how many volumes of books there are on the first floor alone, you don't want to spend too much time here if there are no leads. It'll be pretty useful for investigation later, maybe. Oh, the cat. Hold on, I gotta be... Okay, back. Had to go do something. It's all good now. Alright. So we just found a cat. I think it has 2 tails. A cat. I'm scared. Just kidding, it's adorable and... aren't you just a sweetheart? Meow. You kneel down and pet it gently. It purrs and rubs against your hand. You notice a collar. What's your name? Lifting up the cat's head, you check the name tag. It's smeared. Meow. The cat quickly slips from your grasp and dashes out one of the library doors before you can react. Wait. Stumbling back to your feet, you chase after it, exiting through the same door. You aren't sure how far the cat managed to go, but you're hoping that it might lead you to someone or something important. You tripped on something, but with your super cool ninja skills, don't fall down. You glance back, wondering what it was, only to see a dead body. A dead body? First a missing head, now you have to solve a murder? Maybe it's a zombie. Who knows? You don't judge. You can't fully see who it is because they're face down on the floor. You look pretty pale. Are you okay? I feel faint. Offer tomato in these trying times. Gonna save real quick. Help her get up. You decide to help her up. You bend down awkwardly and try to swing her over your shoulder, but feel a sudden burst of pain. Something trickles down your neck. What? Oh. Your vision grows blurry and you collapse on the ground in front of you. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to bite so hard. Are you okay? Hello. That and finally some good food. Oh my fucking... Alright. Well, at least I saved before I did that. I feel faint. Offer tomato in these trying times. You throw a tomato at her, which she catches purely on reflex. She shakily brings it to her mouth and sucks out the juice, leaving behind a carcass of a vegetable, fruit. What are those things called again? She wipes the remains off her face. Hey man, thanks for the help. I thought I was a goner there, haha. Guess I forgot to eat again. Wait, have I seen you somewhere before? I don't think. Oh my gosh, you're from that reality TV show about hoarders. It takes you a second to recover. I'm actually the paranormal investigator you hired? Her eyes widen. I swear I didn't do it. Do what? The murder. Officer, please don't arrest me. I have a family. My son just got into kindergarten. What? It was all for the kids, I swear. What the fuck? You what? She breaks into laughter and takes a little while to calm back down. She wipes a tear from her eye. Oh man, that was a good one. You should have seen your face. I was just kidding. I know why you're here, officer, so just ask me whatever. Don't call. Why are you out here? Why are you calling me that? What my favorite color is, my favorite kind of food. Well, what's your name? Oh, I'm Iris, but if you want, I can also tell you about... That's okay. I think I can take over from here. Where to start? Capes? I thought vampires wore capes. She gives a long sigh. I'm all about the cape life, but, she looks down. Mine got too many stains, so. She seems embarrassed. Maybe switch topics? I wonder, tomatoes? It's kind of off topic, but why do you eat your tomatoes in such a weird way? She stifles a laugh. Because I'm a vampire? Lazy fangs. Did anyone else hear that typewriter or You try hard not to look surprised, but fail miserably. Wait. You're a vampire? Obviously. What did you think I was? You look down. A zombie. Iris won't stop laughing. Should I ask about Hans? So where do you think Hans is now? Probably the library, no? You shake your head. I was just there and he was nowhere to be found. That nerd? Wasn't in the library? She looks disappointed. Man, we agreed to meet there and make him a new costume, though. And to fix my... She cuts herself off. Anything else you want to know? Well, I guess that at this point I'm just kind of confused about where I should go. So far my only lead was a bust. You stop talking midway as you spot the cat from earlier behind one of the columns. The two of you make eye contact and immediately starts running to save. Sorry, Iris. It was nice meeting you, but I gotta run. Okay. You're already sprinting before she can finish the rest of her thought. You were so focused on tailing, get it, the cat that you've lost track of where you are. Not only that, but the feline is nowhere to be seen. Drat. You start to wander off in hopes of finding a familiar face. Marrow, Iris, Joan, even Seba would be a welcome sight right now. You continue to sulk as you meander around the mansion, until eventually you start to hear a very faint sound of someone singing. Your feet move unconsciously, and before you know it, you're standing in front of a large door. It has rushed metallic finish and is slightly ajar. Save. It will not let me. Why? Oh, there we go. Okay. I guess I will choose... Keep looking for the cat. You shrug and pull out the earbuds that Joan packed for you, opting in for some of your own music while you look for the cat instead. You barely start to walk away when someone calls out to you. Hold on. You pause and glance behind you to let them catch up. Hey, thanks for waiting for me. Oh. You're the paranormal investigator, right? It's actually the first time someone's guessed that right. Yes, I am. Well, it's nice to finally meet you. I'm sure that you're probably tired after wandering around the mansion for so long. So why don't I try to answer your questions before you ask? I see no reason why not. Okay, well, to start off with, my name is Myrrh? And I'm the resident siren. Idle. And I'm going to ignore whatever that just was. As for Hans, I heard some movement in the library earlier. I went inside to see if maybe he was rolling around, but there wasn't anyone there. That's pretty weird. I went there earlier as well. All I found was your stomach grumbles loudly and Myrrh laughed softly. Maybe we should take a break from finding Hans to find you some food instead? You give an embarrassed nod. Maybe it's because he's a siren, but you feel so relaxed while walking with Myrrh. Instead of focusing on directions, you follow his lead and just keep up the conversation. Before you know it, you reach your destination and he waves goodbye, saying he'll catch up later after his workout. You reluctantly say farewell before entering the kitchen. Save. You walk in on Joan eating some cookies. She quickly hides them behind her back. Long time no see. I was just looking for you. It's a very urgent matter. That's great and all, but just curious. Why is he holding a balloon? Who? You're kidding, right? There's literally no one else in this room with a balloon. Joan claps her hands together in realization. Oh, you mean Hans. Hans' headless body staggers over awkwardly, hitting several chairs by accident along the way. Just curious, whose idea was it to draw a face on Hans's body balloon? Mine, of course. She seems strangely proud of this. Also, it's rude to call him Hans' body. While Hans controls his body, it's also semi-sentient and kind of has a personality of its own. So to keep track, we call his body Buddy and the head Hans. Buddy? Because the body sounds like Buddy. Because body sounds like Buddy. It was Iris's idea. Good, right? You get the feeling that Joan and Iris collaborate on these sorts of things often. Okay, but back to my initial question. Why does Buddy have a balloon to begin with? Oh, well, Buddy kind of gets anxious when Hans isn't around. So the balloon is meant as a placeholder so he can feel like he's holding up a head. Buddy attempts to nod in agreement by waving the balloon head up and down. You nod back in support and your stomach growls loudly. Maybe we should continue the discussion over food? You nod with more enthusiasm. Buddy takes the opportunity to go back to doodling. She brings a plate of cookies out once more and puts it on the counter. Joan continues to eat the cookie from before as you grab one for yourself. As you bite in, the chocolate melts in your mouth. You feel the tension leave your body with every piece you eat. Joan remembers something and finishes her last bite before dusting her hands off. I almost forgot what I initially meant to talk to you about. You give her a questioning look. The mansion is fairly large and, well, dangerous at times, so I was thinking. You swallow before responding. Yes? Well, it might be a good idea to get someone to help you with the Well, it might be a good idea to get someone to help you with the investigation. Wait, I just noticed, like, in the background, there's notes. Mir, please dry off. I hate mopping the kitchen. Regards, Miro. Mi casa es tu casa. Yes, you. Welcome to Chili's. Gullible. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I have a headache. That's not good. Keep in mind that everyone is equally capable, so base your choice on how much you like or can handle spending time with them, okay? Also, no one really does anything important around here, so you can pick whoever. Okay, in that case, I guess I'd want to hang out with Director's Note. Sub and Miro are a joint root, so if you click either, you get both. Okay. I'm gonna save this right here. So Sub and Miro are a joint root. So if you click either, you get both. Alright. I'm going to go with Mur, huh? This should be interesting. I'll text him to come over right now. You're texting him? I hate to sound stereotypical here, but I kind of thought you were going to summon him with a spell. Oh my fucking god. Alright. So I'm gonna put this in that safe spot. Realistically, everyone is pretty much always on their phones. Texting is way easier for me than setting up a spell. Nice. As if right on cue, the kitchen door swings open. I was so surprised when I got Joan's text. I can't wait to spend time with you. Same here. Joan coughs awkwardly. Do you want to read over Buddy's message real quick? Good idea. My bad. Someone passing by found my head. They should be heading over soon. Buddy points at a piece of paper on the table excitedly. You read over the message fairly quickly, only to pause at the last line. I thought we were looking for Hans? Who's the Dark Lord? You hear Joan heave a sigh behind you. She rubs her temples. You can just, go ahead and ignore that. Hans changes his alter ego name every week or so. Eventually you get used to it. Ugh. Right. Wait a second. The witch snaps her fingers in realization and a nearby bottle explodes. You immediately duck down. Oh, Oh my. Okay. Whoa. Oh my gosh, my bad. Buddy dusts off a couple of glass shards and you stagger back up. Joan clears her throat. Anyways, what I was going to say was, since we no longer have to look for Hans, why don't you take the time to hang out with your investigation partner? Wow, this music sounds familiar. Wait. Whoa, I'm really I dissociated really hard for a second. Okay. Oh, that's why. Okay. Initially, the two of you weren't sure where to start. What does that say? Take a leap. Okay. Initially, the two of you weren't sure where to start. Mer asked if you wanted to go to the ocean, but you sheepishly confessed that you never learned how to swim. You honestly expected him, being Siren and all, to make fun of you, but instead, you had always been scared of being in the water, but with Mer it was different. You legitimately aren't sure if it's just part of his siren nature, just because he's a person. Is that calming? But swimming lessons aside, you were actually having fun in the water. He even had these cute little rubber ducks floating in the pool with different hats. The two of you feel refreshed and accomplished after taking a nice swim. You can feel your bond strengthen. Through the power of investigation of what you previously thought was dangerous water, you both receive a text from Joan saying that Buddy conveyed another one of Hans' messages. You wonder what it's about. Turns out the stranger who found me is very beautiful, plus way out of my league. Please find my head faster. I look lame with them carrying me. Dark Lord with a tape. XOXO. Buddy's waiting at the dining table once more, and you take a seat preemptively. You look down and read Hans' new message, and Hans bragging about his date is somehow extremely irritating. Joan apparently shares the same sentiment, as she also has a pained expression on her face. Must be nice. Good for him. Her voice is extremely not monotone. Somehow the idea that Hans, of all people, managed to land a date. Good for him. Joan tucks a strand of hair behind her ear. Well, I'm incredibly sorry to say that you'll have to actually investigate now that Hans is, no, that's completely fine. It is what I'm here to do, after all. Although, just curious, when you think of a possible date location in the mansion, what comes to mind? Dating, huh? Maybe try the patio? It seems like the kind of romantic spot. You hear the kitchen door softly creak open. Sorry to eavesdrop, but were you two just discussing visiting the patio? Yes. It appears that, against all odds, Hans landed a date and wants us to find him again. Hans? On a date? Meryl's arm falls off purely out of shock, and the skeleton awkwardly crouches down to reattach it. Sorry for that, reaction. But what I initially went... give me a second. Just give me a second. But what I initially meant to say was that I was heading to the patio myself for some reading. Basically, I wouldn't mind walking you over and helping you out with... Marrow, I caught you. Yes you did. Good job, Seba. I was just talking to Aiden here, though. Do you mind if we play some other time? Ooh, what are you guys planning? Seba's sharp eyes flick around toward the books Marrow was carrying, and then back. Seba whines softly as his ears droop down. You guys were planning on going to the patio without me? Why does it just say no? Oh my god, why? And then Marrow sucks, lol. Okay. What? What? Of course not. It was a surprise. The explanation seems to satisfy Seba, and Mero discreetly lets out a sigh of relief. You were going to check with Joan if you should stick to your investigation partner, Gwen. Searching around the mansion, but she seems to have lost interest and is quietly sleeping in the corner. I guess I'm going to the patio. Okay. Even though you already know that Joan's magic simulates daytime, it's still bizarre seeing such a quiet patio in what seems like afternoon at 9 at night. Mero sits down and cracks a book open while Seba curls up on the grass. A soft breeze ruffles your hair, and you breathe deep together your thoughts before starting. Clearly Hans and his mystery companion are no longer here, but maybe they left something behind. There's no. For investigation scenes, hover over different parts of the screen. If the cursor changes from the keyboard, it goes to regular pointy. Click cursor, click to investigate. You notice some dirt from the planter that spilled onto the floor. This normally wouldn't be an object of interest, but whoever is accompanying Hans seems to have stepped in it by accident. Mero glances over but doesn't seem very intrigued. What are you looking at? Some dirt. You have an idea. Hey Seba, do you think you could try to trail scent from this? Of course. Oh my gosh, they have voices? Did you hear that? Is what I'd usually say, but I still have allergies, remember? Oh my god, sorry, I forgot. Don't worry about it. We can just follow by the actual trail. We should probably do that after we finish up here. I wonder what else I should look for. There's remains of a bandage on top of the chair Mero is sitting in. Mero? The skeleton breaks up excitedly. Yes? Do you want me to help with your investigation? Or not necessarily, it's just that there's a used bandage on top of your chair. Mero looks extremely uncomfortable. I see. Mero stiffly gets out of the chair and turns to see what you're referring to. Oh, this isn't so bad. What do you mean? I'm surprised you didn't know. These are the fake bandages the Han uses to be more dramatic. No harm, no foul. You smiled at yourself, relieved that you have solid evidence that Hans was here earlier. It seems like you're heading in the right direction. I wonder what else I should look for. You see something glint slightly in the corner of your eye. You shield your eyes from the counterfeit sun to try to get a better look at it, but it seems to be tangled in some of the branches and just beyond your field of vision. You stretch out to grab it, but it's unfortunately out of reach. I wonder what that was. The thing stuck in the tree? Before you can respond, he leans over you. You hear the rustling of some leaves, and he returns within seconds, a smile on his face. He holds out a feather towards you. Did that help? Plenty, thank you. You gingerly take it from his hands. You notice it shimmer slightly in the light. Seba looks over your shoulder and makes a weird face. I know this is going to sound a bit strange, but I know all the birds in the local area, and none of them have those kind of feather designs. Sure enough, the closer you inspect it, the more it seems out of place. The way the light reflects and it creates a luminous effect. And if you stare at it too long, you start noticing colors that you can't quite name. No, Seba, you're right. Something seems off. You tuck the feather away in your bag so you can inspect it further later. You glance around the patio once more. Come to think of it, you don't really see anything else to investigate. Maybe you should take the opportunity to follow that dirt trail you noticed. Your phone buzzes and shakes you from your thoughts. It's from the group text. Losers online 7. Losers offline. Hans. It's that time again, lads. That time of the month? Joan is typing. What? Sarah. Seba. It's a full moon tonight, right? Joan, stop typing. Iris. Oh my. OMG, 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 OMG. Myrrh. I can't believe it. I can't believe I almost witnessed a murder. Iris. Seba. Dude, it's a miracle you're still alive. Miro. Joan. As I was saying, it's time for Joan started typing. Iris. That's right, fellas. It's time to spin the wheel. What? Joan stopped typing. Myrrh. Already? That's Seba. The Wheel of Fortune? He's here? Miro. He? Myrrh. Surprising. I thought it was on a different weekday. Iris. Let my fucking ass off. Yeah, it is Seba. The wheel. He's starting to roll away. Miro. Seba, don't listen to them. They're messing with you. Seba. Sorry, Miro. The wheel is waiting for... You hear what you can only assume to be Seba's phone fall on the ground as he takes off running. Losers. Seba is now offline. Losers offline. Hans. Seba. Joan. I honestly can't say I'm surprised at this point. SMH. Iris. How does Seba fall for this so frequently? Myrrh. How long do you think it's gonna take until he tries himself until he tires himself out, buddy? Miro. I'll grab some water for him on the way over. Maybe you should just head back. You walk into the increasingly familiar dining room and see Joan sitting at the table with a bowl of fresh popcorn. She waves you over while she tosses another bite into her mouth. You pull up a chair and sit down across from her. Mind if I have some? She gives a short laugh and holds the bowl out towards you. I was just about to ask if you wanted to share. Be my guest. Thank you. You grab some and chew the kernel thoughtfully, glancing around the room. My voice is all types of messed up. Where's Seba? I could have sworn I saw him sprint past me on the way over. You hear a muffled voice that you can't quite understand, only to look down and see Seba lying face down on the ground. What? John swallows. He says that the floor is helping him cool down. She immediately throws back another handful of popcorn. Seba reluctantly flips over. That felt good. He pauses. I'm pretty sure I saw Buddy writing another message on the way over. What do you want to bet? It's another love letter. As if on cue, you hear a thump of someone hitting the door for him. You turn towards the sound and see the Dillahan run into the door. Back away slightly and then try again. Try moving to the right. Buddy hits the door frame again and looks, despite having no facial expression, betrayed. Your other right. Buddy, it's your other right. Yeah, your other right. Don't trust Seba, he's a moron. Hey. The Dillahan cautiously shifts to the left and finally stumbles into the dining room. Buddy seems to be putting the finishing touches on the letter. Joan is still eating, and Seba is fiddling with his tail. You look at the flames in his ears curiously. I know that when we first met you said you were a demon, but what kind are you? I mean, you don't have horns or anything. Well, Joan seems to think that I'm half hellhound and half nine tails, but I disagree. At the mention of her name, she looks up with contempt. On what grounds? Seba looks towards you. He looks back towards Joan. What does on what grounds mean? Basically, like, what's your reasoning? Oh, in that case, I bought this DNA kit online, and let me guess, it says you're descended from George Washington. Seba puffs out some smoke in disapproval. No. Clearly I'm a descendant of Genghis Khan. and I am native to Australia. Clearly this DNA kit was not only cheap, but made for humans. Clearly you're cheap and made for humans. Oh. Joan snaps her fingers, and Seba just appears into a puff of smoke. You cough at the clouded air and wave it away, only to see an infant Seba on the ground. He starts crying and she gives you a kind smile. I'm terribly sorry you had to hear that. Children can be such a handful. Hello? Okay, now then, let's see what Hans has to say. Seba will turn back eventually, right? You quietly note that you should never aim to make Joan upset. You walk over to the kitchen and see what Buddy/Hans has come up with this time. Never mind, take your time. We're having a pretty nice moment and enjoy having their lap as a pillow. Dark Lord, oh well. Isn't he kind of rubbing in our faces at this point? Bragging to the extreme. You struggle to keep a straight face and nod. Joan suddenly looks determined. If he's just going to keep messing around like this, we might as well have some fun too, right? I see no reason why not. She seems satisfied with this answer, and you pull out your phone to contact your investigation partner. You meet up with Myrrh by the field and notice his scales are turning a bit discolored in parts. You know, being physically active is great and all, but you should probably put on some sunscreen to be safe. I don't remember, it's fake sun. It's actually nighttime right now. You feel embarrassed. I do appreciate you looking out for me, though. That being said, even if it is fake weather, it still is really nice out right now. Would you want to go with me on a bike ride? I'd love to. When you typically ride a bike, it's something exhausting, but riding on the back of someone else's bike is a different experience entirely. Myrrh takes you on a thorough tour of the outdoors of the mansion, slowing down on some paths so you can enjoy your surroundings. He was right, the weather, even if it is somewhat manufactured, was incredible. The soft breeze combined with the wind from riding on the bike was something else entirely. By the time you reach the end of your bike ride, Myrrh still hasn't broken a sweat. He asks if you're ready to go back inside, but you decide to stay out a bit longer to relax, so he goes in without you to finish his workout. The breeze is just right, and before you know it, you fall asleep. Huh. Oh, it's your phone. Losers online 2. Losers offline. Hans, Seba, and 3 others. Myrrh. Myrrh, what's up? Myrrh, what are you up to? Oh, I was in the middle of making some salmon before I ran into Buddy. Salmon? You are okay with eating fish? I mean, it tastes good and it's a good source of protein, so... Oh, but what I mean to say was that Buddy was writing something again. It's a pretty short letter, though. Do you want me to just send a pic? So you don't have to come all the way over, haha. That'd be great, thank you. 1 PNG attachment. Guys, I think they're trying to kill me. Please help. Oh. Okay. That's something. Huh. Well, Hans has been very indecisive about whether or not he wants to be found. I feel more comfortable doing a quick search just in case he is serious. Agreed, that's really good. Losers online 3, losers offline, Hans, Seba, and 2 others. Idea, since it's better to be safe than sorry. Why do I keep getting cut off lately? You, who just logged on? I don't know. Okay, this is killing me. Which says a lot considering that I'm technically undead. Lol. Officer, I will help you in your investigation. I don't really think that's necessary. Actually, I was planning on helping out this time around. Shh, it's okay. I know that you're just in complete awe right now. We can pick up where you said that mud thing was. The dirt trail from earlier? Yeah, meet you there in 5 minutes. KK, bye. Losers, Iris is now offline. Losers, offline, Hans, Seba, and 3 others. Well, I guess that I'll have to surrender this round. Leave some investigating behind so I can do it with you next time, okay? You will do. Good luck. You roll back your shoulders a couple of times and crack your neck. It's investigation time. And it will probably be a chaotic one if Iris is involved. Yeah. Okay, hold on. I'll be back. but judging by how large the mansion is, you could be mistaking it for a different location. You turn to ask Iris about what areas are nearby, but she's already laughing too hard to respond. Maybe you should just start looking around on your own. Director's note. For investigation, see? Yeah. Yeah. The dirt trail you found earlier on the patio seems to have been... Hey, I know that I'm not an actual detective or anything, but did someone tamper with the tracks from that dirt stuff earlier? No, you're right, but why would they go to such lengths for some dirt trail? Motive aside, I'm just trying to figure out how they covered their tracks, without any of us noticing. Iris brings up a good point, but it's also one that you can't quite figure out at the moment. Mystery aside, you're shocked to find that Iris is actually helpful? I wonder what else I should look for. Something catches your attention near one of the columns. Will it be more accurate? You sneeze and then something caught your attention. Your sneeze sounds like a puppy. It really doesn't. Do it again, do it again. I don't think I can sneeze on command. Iris looks crestfallen and you feel a pang of guilt. Never mind the sneezing. Was the gold dust always in the air? Unless someone changed their AC to an air freshener for rich people. No. We could probably catch some of this stuff in a jar and sell it online. That sounds like a really good idea. I wonder what else I should look for. As you continue walking down the corridor, you see something gleam on the ground. You bend down and pick it up. I feel like I've seen this on TV somewhere before. Iris peers over your shoulder out of curiosity. Wait a mere madman. What is it? This is a really rare trading card. You should just take it and run. From what I hear, you can only get it through the black market, and even there it's limited. Really? That lucky? She freezes. Hold on. I actually think that's one of Hans' cards. You, shouldn't steal it. I mean, yeah, you found a clue, but you've never felt more let down in your life. Seems like there isn't anything else to investigate. Okay, save then. Save time. You're starting to feel worn out and decide to take some well-needed time to rest, especially since Hans will probably change his mind again when you go back to his kitchen. Plus, it just seems like a good time for a break, no? You meet up with Myrrh for a more leisurely walk back to the dining room to present your findings. You enjoy a nice conversation, and somewhere along the line, Myrrh starts to trust you more. This might sound a bit weird, but did you see any of my family pictures while we were in my room? Your room? I don't think I've been there. Myrrh chuckles softly. The pool? Realization hits you like a truck. Oh, in that case, I'm not sure. Like, I think there are family pictures, but they looked a bit off. You aren't sure how to respond. A little bit? He sighs. I have, well, a bit of a strange confession. What do you mean? Well, when you think of sirens, they tend to be female. Being a male siren meant I was less useful for hunting, so I was cut from my shoal as a kid. That's awful. He shrugs. I found ways to get by. One way was that I deluded myself into thinking I had a family waiting for me out there somewhere. You're guessing that this strategy does not go well, although it does explain the poorly photoshopped pictures in the pool area. You initially thought it was for a swimming ad. Anyways, I ended up being kidnapped to spill information on my imaginary sisters, and one thing led to another. Now I have a bunch of scars on my back. Oh. I'm glad that you're sharing this with me, but what brought this on? It sounds awful, and I can't imagine that you like retelling this story. I mean, I don't, but he looks away. I just had too many friendships broken because they only wanted to date my sister. Or they didn't want to be associated with me because of my scars. Alright, this is hitting a little too hard. Okay. But he glances back towards you. So this is basically me giving you the opportunity to walk away before I get to it. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh. Alright. No. No. If you leave me within the next 10 seconds, I'll take that as your answer. Oh. He turns back away and tenses up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Grab his hand. You might have run into the worst of the worst people before, but I would never do something like that to you. Not only that, but you're surrounded by all these unique individuals who care about you. You shouldn't have to do that countdown thing when becoming friends with someone. Anyone with half a brain could see that you're worth more than your scars and family combined. You can't see his face, but he wipes his eye really quick. Are you No, it's sweat or something, okay? Thank you, though. That means a lot. You crack a smile. Okay, let's hurry up to the dining room. You walk into the dining room to report your progress, only to find that everyone was already there. They seem to be having a high-stakes poker match. This game. Buddy switched out his normal balloon for more serious expression. You pull up a chair. Hey, a quick question. I forgot to mention this earlier, but does anyone own a two-tailed cat as a pet? Joan perks up. What color cat was it? It was black with ear cut off by Seva's sudden burst of laughter. Man, Mira, you've improved your poker face a lot. How'd you up your game so quick? Just last week I was beating you to no end. Seva gives Mira a playful tap on the shoulder, only to see the skeleton crumble to pieces. The lights flicker out at the exact moment. What? Huh? What? Huh? Everyone is frozen in place with the exception of Seba. The darkness amplifies his golden eyes and you can almost see the fire flickering behind them. Your mouth goes bone dry. A pun Miro probably would have appreciated if Your thoughts are interrupted by a sudden stream of moonlight pouring through the window. Joan looks slightly drained from her using her magic with no preparation. You quickly look around the room to take account that everyone is relatively okay. Iris looks way more pale than usual and almost falls to the ground, but Joan catches her in time. The witch props up a now fragile vampire to help her walk, and the two of them quietly exit. On their way out, you can hear Iris mumble something about how she didn't mean to. What? Meanwhile, Seba is overheating with the combination of fear and rage. His flames flicker from their usual shade to red them back again. Mir is trying his best to keep Seba stable from a distance, covering his own gills so they don't dry out, while using a soothing tone of voice. You'll only have enough time to interact with one of the issues, so you... Oh, fuck. I don't know. I didn't think this far ahead at all. I'm going to help Seba. You run over towards Seba, holding a cloth over your face so you don't breathe in the fumes. I know you're out there. Seba, we're the only people in the room. Show yourselves already. You aren't fooling anyone, just hiding in the shadows, you coward. Seba, you need to come to your senses. Lashing out isn't going to fix anything. Fine, if you aren't responding, I'll smoke you out myself. Whoa, this is not good for my gills. Seba's flames flare up and the dining room's temperature gets considerably hotter. Mir turns toward you pleadingly. I'm really sorry about this, but can you handle him? A water-based person like me probably shouldn't be here right now. You nod while frantically trying to think of a peaceful solution. Seba? What? I'm busy. Oh, nothing important, really. I was just thinking that maybe your flames are hurting Miro if he is recovering right now. That didn't occur to me. Thank you for telling me. You think you heard someone's footsteps for a split second, but you aren't sure. The lights flicker back to normal. You hear the sounds of bones shifting, but that's a good thing. That felt weird. Iris sighs with relief and slumps against the wall. Miro, you weren't waking up. What? I'm really sorry for the trouble that I've caused. I'm not sure what happened. It's fine. We're just glad you're safe. Everyone else nods in agreement, but as soon as you scan the room, you notice that something's off. Wait, where's Buddy? The second the words slip from your mouth, a heavy feeling descends upon the room. This can't be good. I really don't want to be the one to bring this up, but we have to consider the possibility that Buddy might have been kidnapped by whoever has Han's head. I'm not sure if this is helpful or not, but I found some remains of dirt leading to the library. I mean, it seems like it might be leftovers from the trail you found by the patio, but then again, I don't know, man. That's actually an awesome lead, thanks, Iris. It was nothing, really. In fact, if you want, we could team up again. Actually, Iris, if you don't mind, I'd want to take on this part with Aiden. I'd want to take this part on with Aiden. I think that my skills might come in handy for once. Sounds good to me, but we should probably hurry on over, yeah? Since we want to get there before the culprit leaves and all. You're absolutely right, let's go. Hans might be dramatic, but in this case, he's in an actual predicament. He needs your help, and you aren't going to let him down if you can help it. Director's note for investigation scenes, however, yeah, I know that. Look, it's a book about caves. You're guessing there's one Iris and Hans are reading over together. For now, it isn't necessarily useful, but it does motivate you to look for him even harder. As you put it back, you notice the book that was slightly out of place. You heartily flip it open to a random page. The Hebrew name translates to blank of God. Help from God or one whom God helps. Blank does not act independent from God. Blank takes only blank, which blank has been commanded to take. I wonder why random words were blacked out. I wonder what else I should look for. I can hear a ticking noise around the bookcase for some reason. Ticking like a clock sound? Yeah. What should I do? Let me finish this up on my end and I'll check it out with you. It might be a sign that there's a mechanism nearby. Got it. Wonder what else I should look for. Oh, what the? Just happened? I don't know what happened there. I'm very confused. What am I missing? wish there was a hint option for this game. I am hovering everywhere, and nothing is showing up. There are genuinely no other areas. What? Oh, I'm really tired. Yeah, I am really, really tired, so I'm going to stop the stream. I'm going to save this, but I am going to stop the stream. So, thank you, for watching.